morning, students. Hope you are all doing fine. Today, we will study Chapter 1 of Value Education. So, please open your books of Value Education and come to page number 1. Chapter 1 is a poem titled Stop Complaining, Count Your Blessings. So, children, let's start studying this poem. Thank God for this wonderful life. As the title itself suggested, that we should always count our blessings, everything that we have, all the positivities in our life. We should count them. We should keep reminding ourselves that we have a lot better than a lot of other people, and we should respect that and thank God for the same. We should not complain about what we want more, what we do not have. We should not always keep asking for more and more. Rather, we should count our blessings and thank God. So, in the first line, the poet says, Thank God for this wonderful life. The poet is thanking God for this wonderful life. Today on a bus, I saw a lovely girl with golden hair. She seemed so young, I wish that I was also fair. The poet says that while she was traveling on a bus, she saw a beautiful girl, and that girl had golden hair. The color of her hair was golden. She was quite young, and our poet wished that she should also be as fair as the girl she saw on the bus. When she suddenly rose to leave, I saw her hobble down the aisle. The poet says that the girl with golden hair, when she was leaving, she hobbled down the aisle. She was limping while she was going out of the bus. She had one leg and used a crutch. As she passed, she flashed me a smile. The poet says that the girl with golden hair had just one leg and she was using a crutch or a support to walk. This girl could not walk without that support. As this girl was passing our poet, she smiled at her. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have two legs, the world is mine. Seeing that the girl has just one leg, she asked God for forgiveness because she was again and again wanting to have her golden hair, but she did not realize that she just had one leg. But our poet is fit and fine and had both her legs working. So she asked God for forgiveness. And when I stopped to buy some sweets, the boy who sold them had such charm. Now the poet says that when she stopped to buy some sweets to get some sweets for herself, the boy who was selling those sweets was a very charming boy. I talked with him, he seemed so glad. I thought if I were late, it would do no harm. Now, our poet, she talked to this boy who was selling the sweets, and the boy was very happy, was very glad that the poet was talking to him. The poet thought to herself that even if she is late, it won't be anything wrong, it won't do any harm to her, so she can talk to that boy. As I left, he said to me, I thank you. You have been so kind. You see, I am blind. Now, as our poet, she was leaving, the boy who was selling the sweets, he thanked our poet for being so kind and nice to him. He said that he is blind and he thanked our poet for being so kind towards him. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have two eyes, the world is mine. Now, our poet, when she gets to know that the boy she had been talking to is blind, she asked God for forgiveness for every time she whines. She is happy, she is counting her blessing that she has two eyes and whatever she wants to do in the world, she can do. With legs to take me where I want to go, with eyes to see the sunset glow. Our poet says that she has two legs and both of them are perfectly fine. She can walk with them wherever she wants to go, she can go. With eyes to see the sunset glow. The poet says that both her eyes can see anything and everything. Her eyes are fine. She can see the beauty of the sunset glow as well. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I am blessed indeed. The world is mine. She asks God for forgiveness and she feels that she is blessed and she can do whatever she wants in the world. Count your blessings before you complain. So, this is the moral of this beautiful poem that we just read, that we should always count our blessings before we complain or before we worry about not having something. So, students, I hope you understood the poem, and I really hope that you apply the moral from this poem, that is, we should always count our blessings in your daily life and do not worry about things that we do not have.